This is Volvo Ocean Race Gybe talking. We're here in Cardiff, Wales, where the weather is, well, typically British, but nevertheless the sailors are really happy to be here after a leg 9 which was full of action and full of pressure. We have loads of stuff coming up in today's show, including a Sorry Not Sorry featuring the world's best sailor. Here's a look.
13 knots.
30.
13.
13.
And it's very cool to arrive with a family on the dock. I haven't had that.
This is the first time the Volvo Ocean Race has been to Wales, but it's not the first time that we've been to the UK. When was the last time? Send us your answers using hashtag Volvo Ocean Race.
Now the boats are up in the cradles and the sailors are at home with their feet up after an intense leg 9. But it was a very good leg for Brunel. It took a full 15 points on the transatlantic leg to put them right back in contention to win the overall trophy. We caught up with star helmsman Pete Burling to find out what's going so right for the Dutch boat.
Yeah, well, I think probably looking back at the beginning of the race, a few of us kick ourselves at with probably how bad we were sailing, to be honest. With how much we've improved. I think you look at our team, we've obviously got Bowie and KP who have done more laps than anyone else, but you look at everyone else and we've got 5 under 30s. We're a pretty young, pretty inexperienced bunch of offshore sailors, and I think everyone just finding their own way of contributing to the team as much as they can, and getting the most out of themselves in this kind of environment. And I think that's something that as a group we're just getting better and better at. Every time we go out racing, we make some pretty significant improvements, which a fair few of the other teams don't seem to be managing to do for a little while. And I think that's something that kind of excites a fair few of us on board, is that we still feel like we've got a lot to go.
And just in terms of the boat, when you came into the race, you hadn't spent a lot of time on a 65. Do you think it took you a few legs to really find your stride with it?
Yeah, probably about half the race. Well, you're still learning the whole time, but you're starting to get a lot better understanding of when the boat's going well or not. And I think these kind of legs where the water's a lot colder and there's a lot of shear, and you can't really, probably talking some technical terms that most people won't understand what I'm talking about. You can't really rely on the numbers too much on the mast, so you kind of need to go a lot more by feel. And now it's something that I think we're getting a lot better understanding of when it is going right and not getting too stressed about little bits and pieces in the way, and knowing when we should be stressed and trying to change things and trying to chase more speed.
Everyone talks about how draining it is, the period of time, the intensity of it, the physicality on board, and have you learned anything about kind of yourself that you didn't know, or how have you found the experience looking back at this stage?
Yeah, well, I think it's quite funny how everyone says how mentally draining it is and physically draining, because I think when they sign up, well, what do you expect? It's a race around the world. It's one of the most extreme races, and it's what we're here to do, is trying to push the boats as hard as we can 24 hours a day. And I think if you arrive to port with any energy left, you've probably done something wrong for the leg.
Now I know what you're thinking, that wasn't very Gybe talking. We want to know who's the smelliest on board, what's your most played Spotify song, and how to spell your team name backwards. Well, don't worry, we also put America's Cup winner, Olympic gold medalist and World Sailor of the Year Pete to the test in our Sorry Not Sorry challenge. Let's take a look how he got on. We're going to put Pete to the test in our Sorry Not Sorry challenge. The world record so far is Brad Ferrand. 13 knots. 13 in 90 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Spell pistol backwards.
Oh, no idea, man.
Name 3 ingredients.
Spelling's not my forte.
Name 3 ingredients in an English breakfast.
Eggs, toast, baked beans.
If you had to buy something for Bauer, what would you buy him?
Maybe some warm clothes. He seems to really not like the gold.
Okay. Which other sailor would you have on your team if you could have anyone else?
Maybe Blair.
Yeah?
A lot of yachting with him.
Not spent enough time with Blair so far.
Have some good fun yachting with him. So.
If you weren't a sailor, what would you be?
Probably maybe a surfer or something like that.
What do you think is the one thing you couldn't live without?
Food. Quite and sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep.
Okay. What's your favourite flavour crisps?
Probably in this country, corn cocktail.
Oh yeah. Okay. What's your favourite place in the whole world?
Home. NZ.
What's your most played song on Spotify?
Don't know. I'm running out of rope here. Most played song right now. What I'd go with maybe Seasick Dream by Jack Johnson.
Do you listen on the boat quite a lot when you're racing?
Yeah, I'm running the full noise cancelling
Oh yeah?
program.
Full setup.
It's good.
Right. Okay, stop.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Ooh. 11. What's your reaction?
I don't know.
So you now need to nominate someone. Who do you want to nominate to take on the Sorry Not Sorry challenge?
Well, I'm not sure who nominated me yet. I think I'll find out through social media. have to have some words. I'll nominate Blair.
Blair Tuke.
I feel like his hand's in worse shape than mine. Blair, you're up next for the Sorry Not Sorry challenge.
Now, for those of you who followed Leg 9 and followed the arrivals in particular, you will know that it was a very, very intense time for the team. Now, the fact of the matter is, points-wise, there are still 3 teams that can win the Volvo Ocean Race. There's Matt Frey, Dongfeng Race Team, and Team Brunel. Let's take a look back at what happened. So we're just going up in the Ferris wheel at the top of Cardiff Race Village, and as you can see below me, there's plenty going on. Cardiff is actually a sailing hub in the UK, and this is the first time in 12 years the race has come back. But for those of you who don't know, the race actually started and finished in the UK for the first 7 editions. Now, the sailors have a very, very rich heritage with the UK, and let's find out what it was like from them coming back for the first time.
It's fantastic to be back in the UK. It's a long time since the race has been here, and equally this is the first stop where Harley's been able to come and be on the dock to meet us. It makes a huge difference to have family here. It makes it really special, and yeah, it's been a long time having not seen him, so time to catch up.
Yeah, I mean, this is a day I've looked forward to since the beginning of this project. Obviously I knew the leg was going to come here to Cardiff for the first time, and it's great to see such great crowds out today watching it, even though the sun isn't quite out yet. I'm sure it will be at some point this week. But yeah, doing this leg, first transatlantic for me, with a great team, it's been very special, so yeah, it's a good day.
It is, it's one of the homes, it's one of the more traditional homes of the Volvo Ocean Race and any race really that goes around the world. So it's good to be back here. We're here for long enough that we can repair the boats and showcase the boats in import racing, and then get ready off to Göteborg.
To come back to the UK and we'll see firsthand the impact that our message is having is really cool. And it's very cool to arrive with a family on the dock. I haven't had that.
That's it from us here in the Cardiff Race Village. We've got some amazing stuff for you to see, so if you're in the UK and you can make the trip, you definitely should come down. We're going to let the sailors get some well-deserved rest, but in the meantime, here's the best of the drone footage from the last leg.